I wanna be your monkey, baby. This little down gon' drive you crazy. Everybody wants to climb your tree. Nobody else can swing like me, you said.
We were sitting in that booth over there, me and Tom. We were looking for a bass player. We'd come on the wrong night. And she just walked in the door carrying a guitar, and immediately I knew that was the fucking girl I was going to play music with for the rest of my life. I hadn't even heard her play. She could have been shit. Thankfully, she's one of the most talented musicians I've ever worked with, but there was just something about her.
So I walk in Viper Room, they decide I'm a rock star, they hope I play bass, they realize that I don't. So I wanted to make sure they knew that like performance is something that I focus on a lot, that I wasn't necessarily going to be like the most perfect bass player like immediately or anything like that. I called my bass player up from the band that I was in, and you know, I kind of told her the situation, and I asked her if she would be willing to show me how to play bass, basically.
You know, it's funny because I never really wanted originally to be in a band with a girl, ever. I always thought, oh, things can get weird, and you know, someone starts dating someone in the band, and you know, whatever. But like, she's been awesome working with, and you know, playing on that stage, you know, looking over and like giving her the nod.
She's the badass rock chick queen bass player. But you put her up on a stage and she transformed.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Randy, he's a fucking madman. Yeah, he's one of the most honest, cool, decent, loving people I know, but he's just a fucking nutcase, and I love him for it. You'll see that anybody's personality on stage is basically the amplification or intensification, the distillation of who they really are. Because on stage, you don't give a fuck what other people may think or not think about who you are. You've not got social constructs in the way. You're just yourself purified. Take a look at Rowdy on stage shaking his fucking lion's mane and throwing his keyboard around. That's who he is.
Randy's a funny guy. Off stage, he's one of the most chilled out, loving people I've ever met. He's so loyal, and he's just a very honest person. I love hanging with him. And on stage, it's scary. Like, no keyboard is safe, and no bottle of Jack is safe either. It's really awesome. He just, like, every once in a while I'll look back at him when we're playing, and it's like, oh my God. It's actually, you know, it's almost like watching a car crash, seeing him do his thing, and he is a dynamite musician and a dynamite vocalist in his own right, and he's just eye candy all over the place.
You know, it's funny, I've always had a lot of energy on stage, but I had taken a couple years off before I went back into Poets, and I was just doing engineering in the studio. When I hit that stage for the first time with Poets, they're like, just do your thing. It was the first band where I was really able to just let loose, go, and do my thing, and just show it all on stage. So the fact that I'm an animal on stage is just a matter of who I'm on stage with and the music I'm playing. I have people come up to me at shows all the time, and they, you know, they'll like, dude, I brought friends tonight, you know, are you gonna pour the Jack over your head, dude? Are you gonna lift the keyboard and like collapse? Cause dude, I told them about it and they're like waiting to see it. You know, right before we go on stage, there's an energy level builds up, you know, and it feels like, all right, that's 50%, like we feel we're ready to go. But when the curtain opens and those first few chords play, it's just like all of a sudden just through the roof. I mean, the energy on the stage is brilliant.
Strange and young and beautiful, yeah.
When I'm online, I watch Tomorrowpictures.TV. Been doing music since I was like 12 years old, maybe younger than that. Music touches your soul in a way that love can't. it does something to you, whether you realize it or not. Adding important lyrics to it, that's something that's going to stick with that person forever. Where do I want to be? Watching Tomorrowpictures.TV.